All right, I am so excited to see my guest Emmanuelle Bonham make healthy energy balls. Emmanuelle, take it away.
Thank you. My name is Emmanuelle. I am a plant-based nutritionist and animal advocate and lover of all things vegan and plant-based. I'm going to be making with you today healthy energy balls. These are one of my favorites. Minimal ingredients. We've got lots of healthy fats in here. These energy balls are going to help keep you sustained. They're going to help keep you full, and they taste really good as well. We're going to start with the base, which is oat flour. Now, you can use oats, but I love the smooth consistency of the oat flour. We're just going to go ahead and pour that in there. And all of these exact grams or cups are going to be in the description. So no need to worry about remembering all of this. We're just going to kind of throw it in for now. But for specifics, check the caption. We've got our oat flour. We've got peanut butter, which is, I'm obsessed with peanut butter. I could have this on its own, but we won't get into that. If you don't eat nuts or you have a nut allergy, there's plenty of amazing alternatives you can use. You can use sunflower butter. And even if you're eating nuts, you don't want to use peanuts, you can use almonds. Almond butter is an amazing alternative as well for a nice soft taste. So we're just going to scoop all that in there. I'm going to not lick the bowl on camera, so I'm just going to put that away. Okay, now we're going to move on to our sweeteners. So I've got maple. You can use date syrup, you can use molasses, you can use whatever you want, but I like a good organic maple syrup, as I'm sure your Canadian listeners will as well. They'll be very happy that I'm using Canadian. And we're just going to drizzle that in there. And that's going to make it stick together really nicely. I'm going to give that a little stir just for now. I'll show you what that's going to look like in a minute, but just going to stir that up a bit. And you want it to kind of like clump together. Obviously, these balls need to hold together. That's mainly mixed. Now, we're going to put the healthy fats in. My choice of healthy fats is going to be flaxseed. We're going to have around, again, everything's going to be in the caption, but this is about 40 grams flaxseed. These are amazing little powerhouses. Great omegas in here. And again, lots of fiber. They keep you full. So they're fab. Absolutely love them. Chia seeds next. We're going to sprinkle those in. And what I love about seeds is they're so cheap. Honestly, like they're one of the healthiest foods you can eat, but yet they are so, so cheap. Okay. I'm actually going to get a little bit hands mucky with this so I can form the perfect bowl. But the last two ingredients we're going to add, this is optional, but I love to add it, is half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we're just going to drizzle that across. And then always a little pinch of good quality sea salt. So we're just going to pinch that across. And now for the fun part. This is where we get our hands dirty. This is what it looks like at the moment. You know, it's a little bit clumpy, and we're really going to mix those seeds in, get all that goodness in. And the great thing that a lot of people don't really think about seeds is that, and nuts as well, actually, if you're using nuts, there's a lot of protein in seeds and nuts. Peanut butter is per 100 grams, a very high source of protein. And a lot of people don't realize we rely on legumes or tofu or whatever, but we rarely stop and think about how amazing seeds and nuts are, and you know, where we can get our protein in these things. So this is coming together quite nicely now. We've got a dough. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, excuse my mucky hands. So we've got this dough. It should be nice and kind of clumped together. It shouldn't be dry. If it is falling apart a bit, you might want to add a little bit more peanut butter, or you might want to add a little bit more maple just to bind everything together. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a clean tray, and we're just going to take a chunk, depending on how big you like to have your protein balls. We're just going to literally take a chunk, roll them like that, and yeah, I'd say that's a good size. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a good size. It's about the size of, goes in the middle of the palm of my hand. And we're just going to pop those in the tray. And yeah, we're just going to go through this mixture. We're just going to roll these one by one. But you see how quick that was? You see how quick it was to make an easy, healthy snack that's balanced with carbs, it's balanced with fats, it's balanced with protein, and it's got nothing but good stuff in it. You don't have to get your snacks from the store. You can make them in 5 minutes at home. You can make them in different shapes, by the way, if you're feeling fancy. You don't have to make them in circular balls. This is a long staple of mine that I whip up at least once a week. And yes, I do get through all of this batch in a week. Sometimes less, actually, depending on how hungry I am. But perfect for breakfast. They're not going to spike your blood sugar, and perfect for a snack. Really good all-rounder. So once you've filled your tray, you can actually eat them right out of the bowl. I like to let mine sit in the fridge for a little bit. I like it just a little bit firmer. We're going to pop them in the fridge, and I'm going to show you a few that I made earlier. Well, there's not many, I won't lie. A lot of them have been eaten, but I'm going to show you what they look like. So these are going to go in the fridge. They're going to set for a little bit, and you're going to have these little round balls of absolute bliss. They're chewy, they're moist, they're so sweet in a good way, not an overpowering way, and they're full of healthy fats, as I said, and they're super delicious. And the flaxseed and the chia just adds that crunch, and absolutely one of my favorites. Again, if you don't like nuts or you're allergic, these taste amazing with sunflower butter. It keeps them nice and smooth. It keeps the texture really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a bite of this now, just to show you how good it is. You see the texture. It's not dry, it's not crumbly, it's really delicious, and they last for days. In the fridge, they last really, really well, so you can meal prep them, and they're perfect all-round snack.
I made my own version of energy balls. They are, I will admit, perhaps not quite as healthy as yours. I will confess I'm a chocolate lover. So these, if you can see them, first of all, they're not as round as yours. I didn't think I'd be putting them on camera, but mine have little chocolate chips in them.
You can totally add chocolate chips. I just find that the maple does the job. Honestly, I do love a good chocolate chip as well.
Mine have cranberries in them.
Oof.
And pumpkin seeds, oats, peanut butter, date paste. Those are mine. So they're not quite as smooth, but it's just a different version of a great snack. So I just wanted to, it's like show and tell now.
No, honestly, you can make them, you can accessorize them up as much as you want. I just love having something simple in the morning that is going to regulate my blood sugar, is going to make me feel full for the rest of the day. I don't want to eat a big meal in the morning. So I love having something high in fat, fairly low, balanced in carbs, and just, something not too sharp or too citrusy. So these are the perfect addition. But if you want to add pistachio, if you want to add chocolate chips, lotus, you can do all of these things. You just got to personalize it to how you like to have them.
Yeah, they really are an awesome snack. I give them to my friends when I make them all the time, and they all love them. All right, well, I hope everyone enjoys these. Let us know in the comments if you make them and what you think about them.
Absolutely. Looking forward.
Thank you, Emmanuelle. And also, if you like watching this, we've also done an episode on our plant-based diet podcast series with Emmanuelle, and you can listen to our conversation wherever you listen to podcasts on the Plant-Based Diet Podcast.
Please note that the content or opinions in this episode are for informational purposes only and are not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you are uncertain if an ingredient mentioned here is suitable for your diet due to allergies or other reasons, please discuss with your doctor or other qualified healthcare provider.